Well, hello, my friends. Welcome back to the bench. Today we're going to be testing Testors Extreme lacquers. And I'm curious about how these perform. I grabbed the whole lineup, sans one, and I'll show you why in a minute. But these claim paint, primer, and sealer all in one. So we will be spraying these without primer because it says you can over some spoons. Now, I sprayed a couple over primers, so we'll see if there is a big difference. And we're curious as to what the results of these will be. Let me move this camera a little bit. I do like the color choices. You could tell these are for hot rods, but of course you can use them for anything. I say hot rods, but most cars, muscle cars, these would perform well on. Now I'm curious how these would work in an airbrush. We're going to use my swallowtail with the fan cap, and I already took one color and decanted it. Here it is. And we're going to spray and airbrush the same color on this Ford probe kit that I cut in half, so we can compare the difference right there, right in front of. Will that hold it up? Nah. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to airbrush one here, spray can one, and we're going to, let's see if we can move this down a little bit. There we go. And we're going to see what it looks like, if there's a big difference. And I'm very curious. I haven't done this yet. I'm going to do it for the first time on camera. I decanted this earlier and let it gas out, and then I put the cap on it. Put a couple of drops of Mr. Leveling Thinner in it. And I think we're good to go. So yeah, we're going to use my swallowtail with the fan cap. You can see it right there. There we go. When we go to airbrush it. I'm going to do a few of these on camera. Obviously, we're going to do this green. I think we'll do this purple. We'll do this blue. We'll do a couple of different colors. We'll see how they perform. I will show every color at the end of the video. Now, this one isn't a color. It is a clear, wet look. Wet look clear. So we'll do this over a couple of them at the end. So we'll see what the results are. And then we'll go back to the booth and put some of their clear on top. And that way we'll be able to compare, everything that they have to offer in this lineup. Now, I said I was missing one color, okay? Oops. A catastrophe has befallen the desk. No, just a couple cans fell. So here's what happened. Can you see the... I got this can, and I go to use it. Now, it looks different from the rest. See, one coat lacquer is what they used to call it, I guess. This has been sitting around. Now, they might have gotten rid of the color because I did not see this color at the store. All right? But check this out. I went to go open it, and it leaked out somewhere. This resin or whatever is part of the paint mixture here, and then I tried to spray it and it just came out. There's obviously no more gas left in it because it gassed out. I couldn't even spray it into a cup or a jar to test it through the airbrush. It just wouldn't even come out of the nozzle properly. It's just dead. So this color was called Revving Red. So maybe in the future, if I can find another new container. Oh, this stuff is chipping up. And maybe I'll try it again. But we do have this maroon here. But let's go over the color choices now. Get all this resin chips off my desk, whatever that is. All right, let's clear the area here, and let's go over these colors. The green one that we're holding, let's see. All right, Mystic Emerald. Put these off to the side. What do we have here? Bronze. Oh, I noticed something about the price, too. Let me show you guys something. I'm going to show you something about the price in a minute. As you can see right here, it's $8.29 at Hobby Lobby. I had to get a couple at my local hobby shop, and they were $12.99. I bought 2 cans. It was like $26. I said, whoa, I only wanted 2 cans. They said they're $13 a piece. What? Whoa! Way too much money. Now, I bought this earlier in the, I guess a year or two ago from the same Hobby Lobby that's next to my house. Look at the price difference. $5.99 to $8.29. I mean, that's ridiculous. And then the ones that they got at the hobby shop were $13. There you go. Look, a couple years apart. When I said the price was going up on these, I wasn't kidding. All right, let's go on with the colors here. What do we have here? And some have the color on the cap listed, and some printed on the can right here above the UPC. So this is Deja Blue. This is the clear. Here we go. Blazing Black. Metallic black, I'm guessing. Oh, that's the top. Diamond Dust. Great name. Basically silver, I guess. Love these green lime. Yeah, lime. Lime ice. Turquoise, mint. Turquoise. Just turquoise. Nothing fancy. Just the word turquoise. This is a nice dark gray, huh? What is this? Graphite. Graphite dust. Great color. Gold. Just gold. Icy blue. What is this? White lightning? Is that clear? I bet this is a pearl. Well, I'll try it over the white, but maybe we'll put it over some colors. That's usually what you do with the pearls. What do we got here? Fiery orange. Back in the code here. Pure gold. So we got gold and pure gold. Where's the other one? Gold. There we go. Oh, yeah. That's a difference. And I guess this is our only red. Should have been more reds if it was heart rod colors, right? Mythical maroon. That's a good looking color. My dad's favorite color for cars. Every car he bought was maroon. Every car. I've had more white cars than anything. And second place is yellow. I've had a lot of yellow cars. And my current BMW motorcycle is yellow also. All right, so that's the color lineup. As I said, I'm going to pick a few of these out. We're going to do those on camera. We'll do this blue. I don't know, this turquoise. Deja Blue. I think that looks cool. We'll spray that. And then we're going to do that green. And we're going to airbrush the green. And we're going to spray can the green on the same body. Putting these back where they go. And that's it. So we're going to see, face our labels, how that goes. All right, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to go spray some colors at the booth. And we're going to lay all these down. Here, we'll do these three. And then we're going to look at this airbrushed green and compare the two. So one of these will be spray canned, one is airbrushed. So let's head over to the booth, which is this away. And let's get this test started. All right, here we are at the booth. We'll start with the blue. We're going to do some light coats. So you keep shaking this baby. I put it upside down with the cap on my Typhoon paint mixer, and that's how I shake these up. Now they come out pretty heavy, so you want to come pretty far back, maybe about a foot, and just mist across. Good looking color. All right, we'll let that sit right there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead, put this over here, grab the purple, because I like them. You want them to sit and dry a little bit, and you can also get your airbrush if you have your airbrush handy, and the compressor on. Just hit it with some air if you want to speed dry it. I'll also put mine all together in the dehydrator. Let that sit for a few minutes. Come back and grab it, and just keep going with that. And about 3 coats, and then I think you're ready to go as far as the final coat. You wanted to have a wet-looking coat for the last coat. Oh, see how heavy it comes out? I'm going to stop right there. Good-looking color. Now what I'm going to do is just go back and hit this one again. Let that sit. Right, I will let it sit longer. I am going to do this in real time. And I can also show you what I mean by air drying it with the airbrush. Don't go nuts if you're not getting the results right away. You don't want it to run, you know. But I'll show you what I'll do sometimes is when I will actually go and grab my airbrush. The compressor is on. All right, and we're just, there's nothing in it. We're just going to hit it with some air. I do this really often when I use my, when I paint with acrylics. The lacquers dry pretty quickly. All right, and we'll grab the other one. I'm going to do the green also, but the green we're also going to put in the airbrush and hit that car with it. But this is just air. You can hear the little 2D compressor kicking in because we're doing nothing but pulling that trigger down non-stop. All right, here we go. Keep shaking it. Keep the little metal flakies up there. Jangling around. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to go in for the final coat. You want a nice wet look for your final coat. That looks beautiful. All right, that's that one. Let's go in again. Shake up the Deja Blue. Here we go. Make sure you push your finger all the way down on the nozzle. Believe it or not. That's the way to get it to perform properly. And there you go. It's a pretty good looking purplish blue there, huh? Wow, that is good looking. All right, let me go grab the green, and then we're going to do the airbrush test. All right, we are back. We got half a car, and we got the spoon. I put gloves on because this was a little messy after I decanted it. So we're trying to keep the fingers clean for the rest of these tests. Let's go. Oh man, that is bright. Wow. Look, that went on quick. All right. I'm going to primarily focus on the side, maybe the roof. Let's see. I'm not crazy about this. I'm seeing some dust on it. There we go. All right. All right, I'm going to let that sit. Just off camera here. I'm going to go back in. Let's hit this spoon again. All right, it's a good looking color. It's a little darker in person. Maybe it'll show up as its true color back at the bench. But this is what you want to do. You just want to mist it on. That's why I got the glove on here. All right, back to the spoon. It's a pretty dark color, so we're kind of close here to its proper shade. I'm gonna let this go. I'm gonna put 4 on this. I'm gonna let this one sit one more time, and this is starting to look pretty nice. So I am going to pause the camera for a second. I'm gonna let this dry about 4 or 5 minutes, and the next time you see the camera unpaused, 4 or 5 minutes would have passed. All right, back again. 5-10 minutes have passed. As I had it in pause, it looks pretty good. It dries really nice. We're going to go one more coat here. It seems to lay down pretty nice. And it's one of those that kind of corrects itself. It levels itself out pretty nice. So there is the green. I already did the spoon. So now I'm going to put this aside. I'm going to get the airbrush. We're going to use the decanted green and see how it looks compared to the other half of this Ford Probe. Okay, I have a distinct green colored spray booth here. I'm getting a little bit of static on this piece, even though I prepped it. Oh my, getting a little messed up there, isn't it? This is my Tamiya anti-static brush. I love this thing. I recommend it to everybody. I don't show it often enough. I do a lot of this off camera. It's 2 sides. It's got a little one to get into little crevices in here if you're going to be dusting off a kit that's actually on your shelf. That's it. But I do love this product. I use it daily. I'll put a link below. I got this on Amazon, but it's made by Tamiya, and it's one of the few anti-static brushes that actually I love. It works really well. All right, that should be good. Let me put that aside. Now check this out. Here we go. I shook it up again in my little vortex mixer. And you can see it's mixed. You can see the paint right there leveled out. Let's go ahead and pour some in. We're going to use the fan cap 0.5 of my Swallowtail airbrush. Seems to airbrush pretty good. I'm not going to get in every spot here. I just want to match what I did with the spray can. You could probably, this is probably going to be able to go on a little differently because I could probably put this on heavier. You know, technically heavier. But I don't know if it's going to dry with that shine. That's the only thing I'm not sure about. But it is going on pretty nice. I'm trying to apply it the same way I did the can, like a bunch of light coats, but I don't think I got to wait as long in between because it's not going to do that running down the car thing. But it sprays on pretty nice and even. All right, let's get this roof done. We're going to come in a little close here. Trying to get this at an angle you guys can see it. Closer and slower. Now it might dry the same way. You know, it has a, right now it has a slightly different look to it. But it sprayed on pretty nice. I'm not going to know till we see it done. The other half is in the dehydrator. So let's let these both dry. We'll meet you back at the bench and we're going to go over every single color and compare these two car halves and let's see what we get. Anyway, we'll see you back at the bench. All right, back at the bench. Here are the results. I got a few more behind me, and off to my left here is the split in half car that we're going to test that I airbrushed. And then we'll pick one of these to put this clear wet look gloss on top. And I'll probably have this in another test when I'm going to be testing some clear coats, including these just arrived real color super gloss finish 1K and super gloss ceramic. So we got some clear test coming up. Anyway, here we go. What do we have here? The turquoise. It is beautiful. It matches the cap. You know, it doesn't look it there, but it's pretty close here in person. I don't know why. Different type of plastic make it looks different. But you know what? This is pretty close. And smooth, shiny, very nice. All right, let's see what we got here. This is just gold, right? Yep, this is gold, and this one is pure gold. All right, so here is gold. Now this, slightly dull, a little rough in the texture. And I applied all of these identical as you saw in the video. So I'm not quite sure on this one. I guess this is where they recommend this. But this one certainly doesn't need it. Look at the difference. But a very cool looking gold. I'll give you that. It's a yellowish gold. I kind of like it. Now, pure gold. Ah, more of a shine here. Still not the shine on this level. They all perform slightly different, and it's really hard to explain. Bronze. Bronze. I labeled all of them. Yep, bronze. Again with the dull, so this matches the dullness of the gold. See it? But this would be good, I guess, if you want to use it for parts, you know, on a frame or of a Gundam or whatnot. You know, it has more of a metal look than a shiny car look. So this would look good with the clear coat if you want that shine. This is graphite dust. Always like these type of grays. Now this one came out with the shine to it. Very nice looking color. Great color for a car kit, actually. These aren't as nice as, hold on guys, I'm reaching across here. These splash paints. Now these, I'm not even biased because he makes my paint line up here. But what it is these are scaled down flakes, and these flakes are pretty big. I mean, you can just see the flake. Whereas these are more like a scale down, they're tinier. So they kind of match the scale of a smaller car kit. You know, but again, some people do want this metallic-y look right off the bat that you can see from a distance away, whereas this, you can't really see the flake in it because they're really tiny. Like I meant, they're scaled down a bit. All right, this is the white. Now, this is pretty unique. I'm going to show you what the spoon looked like before it. Hold on one second. Here we go, right behind me. All right, here's the spoon without it. And this is it with it. And you can see it's got a beautiful, if you can see it in person, it's got a pearlescent look to it. Can you see it there? Really, really nice. I didn't think it was going to come out this nice and it did. So I sprayed it over black, and I got this. Then I sprayed it over orange. I should show you the orange. There we go. I sprayed it over that orange. This is that Gaia orange that I used my electric spray gun that we tested, and it tested great, actually. And that's one of the spoons from that test. So there's the white all by itself over white. That's it over black, and that's it over the orange. Pretty unique. I like it on its own, to tell you the truth. It's got a really nice pearlescent look to it. And as I said, here it is by itself with nothing. All right, let's keep going. Let me get this spoon out of the way. This is the black, what do they call this one? Blazing Black. Okay, now here we go. Here's Blazing Black over white plastic. Very good looking metallic black. I like this. However, here it is over primer. And check this out. It's dull. It has a completely different texture to it. If that's the word I'm looking for. Can you see it? It just dulled it right out over the primer. But that's over white plastic. And there really is no difference other than the shine. So it does spray really, really well just over plastic, saying that it has its own primer and sealer. Look at that. All right, this is Fiery Orange. Again, a really nice looking color. I wish it was a little shinier, but I guess that's where this wet look lacquer is going to come in place. Let me hold this up a little longer for you guys. Really good looking orange. All right, is this Diamond Dust? Diamond Dust. Okay. The odd shaped spoon had primer. This one didn't. They're identical. The same texture or whatever it is. What else I want to say here? I mean, there's no difference. This one is literally no difference. I guess the black isn't either. It just came out dull. This one came out dull on both. This had the primer. This is over the white spoon. All right. Is this Lime Ice? Hold on. Lime Ice. Yeah, there we go. It's a cool looking color. Not quite as nice as mine. Electric Lime. A little more intense on mine. I'm biased. But there you go. Lime Ice. All right, now let's clear the field. If you guys want to see a little bit of a fall here, I'm reaching up for something to show you guys something. Here is my Lime Ice over black and over white. So let's compare the two. Yes, mine's more of an anodized metal look. This is more metal flake look. There you go. Just a quick comparison. Little self-promotion. Let me get this card out of here. All right. So, let me clear the field here, get the rest of the colors, and we'll look at that car kit. Just like that. 4 magic spoons up here. Here we have a magnet. No, that holds my paper down in my spray booth. Icy Blue. Really good looking blue right there. Icy Blue. Deja Blue. Let's turn this label so you can see it. There we go. Deja Blue. Another good looking, real deep blue. Wow, look at that. All right, here we have Mystic Maroon. I had a problem with this one. I did it twice, put a wet coat, and it still dried dull. Can you see it? I mean, look at the difference. So they all perform differently. And this is over a plastic spoon. I did 3 of them. Heavy, wet, light coats, mist coats, all dried identical to this right here. So maybe this is one we'll try the wet look clear on right after this. All right, here is the green. Of course, this is out of the spray can. Absolutely mega shine to it. Look at that. So these have the great shine, and then, as you can see, not on this red. But boy, this green came out nice. What was this one called? I'm sorry, guys. Mystic Emerald. Emerald green. That is awesome. Now, let's see how it looks sprayed on the body of the car. Here is one. Here is the airbrushed half. All right. Let's clear the field. This one was the spray can. And, you know, taking your time, real nice job. I see a little cloudiness up here. I guess one more layer would have cleared that up a little bit. Can you see it's a little, not cloudy, but it looks like it's a little uneven in its metal flake. But the side of it is just perfect. Really nice. Really can't complain. Now, airbrushed. Do they look different? This one looks a little lighter in person. The roof came out much nicer. So you could see, don't mind the scratches. That was from when I cut this thing in half. But see how much even this looks versus this has got that cloudiness, heaviness to it. So this did spray a lot more evenly. It is beautiful. It just came out perfect. But so did this, except for that rooftop. And they're pretty close. This one's a little lighter, I guess, because this comes out much heavier out of the can. It's really tough to control. So, but it did decant and airbrush really well. So you're going to get a lot of paint if you're going to use it in your airbrush. Look at that. So I thought that would be a good way to compare the two. Bottom one's the airbrush, top is the can. And the can is no slouch. If I was a little more careful with the rooftop, I might have matched it. But it's almost faultless as far as airbrushing it. All right, there you go. Now, let's shake up this wet look clear. That's what it's called. And I guess we'll try this dull red. There was some of them over here. Maybe we'll try the bronze or one of these other ones that came out flat. Let's see how it how the gloss coat works. We'll check that out now. So we'll go back to the booth and check out this wet look clear. All right, here we go. Let's put this on in misting coats, just like the paint. All right, over the red, or I should say maroon. Still my green spray booth here. Is that dust? Get my anti-static. This goes on cloudy, just like the other spray can of theirs. And it dries crystal clear, so. Yeah, we're going to put this on the same way. I'm going to put on misting coats. And I can also hit it with the airbrush, cool it off, or dry it off, and then you can put it in the dehydrator. Yep, see it's rough and a little cloudy, but look at as it sits, it seems to get its shine. So let's go back in here. There it is. There we go. Look at that. All right, we'll let that dry. Hit the red again. And I guess that'll do it. All right, again, it's got the cloudies. We'll let it dry a little bit. I'll meet you back at the bench, and we'll see how this wet look looks. All right, my friends, you ready for some bonus content? I got 3 colors I forgot about. Where are we here? Purplicious. Yeah, look at that. How the hell did I forget about these? They were sitting behind me back this way. And I forgot the cans and everything. So here's a little bonus content. Purplicious. All right, we have Star Spangled Blue. Star Spangled Blue. Another beautiful blue. Now, if you think it looks like the other blue, it doesn't. This looks more like Subaru blue, I call that, for the WRX Subaru. STI. And flaming orange. Oh, there we go. The other one's fiery orange. This is flaming. You can see the difference right there. And that's that. And this one, these all 3 had more in the shiny realm of things. So, a little bonus content, a few extra colors I had completely forgotten about. But, let's see how the wet look looks. So let's move these over and look at the wet look and wrap this video up. Okay, there it is. There is that bronze that was dull, and that's that red I couldn't get to go shiny no matter what I did. And I'll tell you, it's a beautiful gloss coat. It leveled off nice. Let me show you something else I did. Here, check this out. That flat blue primer I have from Titan, or I think it's Titan. Look at this. This is flat blue, dead flat blue Titan primer. And I just sprayed that. I sprayed the wet look gloss on it, and it took to it well, because a lot of times it'll get sucked in and look like when it's a flat primer, it'll end up looking like flat primer still, you know. But this, it laid right on and it gripped to it, and look at that shine. So that's a winner. I would decant that and spray it. That's for sure. Look at that. So the wet look lacquer gloss is very nice. And that is the test of Testors Extreme Lacquers. They're very good. I have nothing bad to say about it. It airbrushed really good. It sprays out of the can good. Take your time, nice layers, decant it, and you'll have a lot of paint for different projects. As I said, it airbrushed beautifully. This is the shine level I like on my cars. When it looks too shiny, it looks a little plasticky and fake. Not to scale sometimes, but you could also hit this with the wet look. It'll look just awesome. Very impressed with that wet look. So there you go, guys. That is the test. So there you go. Please like the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell so you know when more videos are up. We aim for 2 a week, and we've been doing that for years now. So the content just keeps coming. This just showed up at my doorstep, so I'll be testing these clears. I might do them in separate videos. I don't know how to use this ceramic. If somebody does, let me know. It says use with brush only. I've gotten that twice now from them. So I don't even know how to thin it. I don't even know what kind. I know it's a solvent, but I don't know what kind of solvent it is. This, however, is made for airbrushing, special airbrush formula. So that we will be airbrushing that. And so there's that. All right, guys, thank you so much. Don't forget, of course, like it and hit the subscribe button. Next weekend is my birthday. I might do a giveaway. Maybe we'll get a few more subscribers as we climb up to that 100,000 mark. I'm thinking of doing a giveaway. And my patrons, I have a lot of stuff for sale. I'll be doing that video in a couple days. I'm going to show a bunch of stuff that is for sale, and I'll let you guys have first pick at it before I go and list it anywhere online or somewhere. So that's for my patrons. It's a little crazy here now. My dog, Ollie, is injured. Something's wrong with his leg or his foot, and he's limping bad. So he's got to go to the vet on Monday. It's been a little crazy here. And I'll fill you in on some details and a couple updates from my wife. Not much good news. She's moving around, but as far as the hospital system goes, no. So I'll give you details on that. Anyway, guys, have the great rest of your weekend. We will see you in the next video early next week. I think we're going to try one of these clears out. I'm really curious, so I'm going to have some stuff sprayed out, and we're going to see how this looks over different surfaces. Anyway, guys, have a great rest of your weekend. God bless you all. You guys are absolutely the best. Have a great day.